Coming up on Look Today, the Orchard Project delivers unique performances in a cabaret setting. I've got details. And the Warren County Tourism Department has a new director. More on that coming up. Plus, we have our weekly look at the movies with Jackson Murphy, and it's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone and happy Friday. I'm J. Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. In tonight's program, I sit down with Justin Fisher and Tim Keir. Now they're two youth pastors in the region and they're here to talk about an upcoming drive to distribute school supplies for children in need. And I also sit down with Heather Varney. She's a Development and Foundation Director for Saratoga Bridges. She's here to talk about the White Party event in Saratoga. Plus, we have your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, whether it's cabaret and drag, spoken word poetry, improv musical theater, the Orchard Project from New York City has it all. Now, for the whole month of June, the Orchard Project has been in residence right here in Saratoga Springs, giving regular performances. Well, last night, they presented their final cabaret show for 2016 season at the Putnam Den. Now, we spoke to Ari Edelson. He's the artistic director for the Orchard Project.
So the Orchard Project is an organization that brings the best artists from around the country together here to Saratoga Springs to develop new work. Over the course of 5 weeks, we bring artists from as far afield as England, Japan, Seattle, Austin, Texas, and many from New York City up to Saratoga to develop new pieces of theater and dance simultaneously.
A very cool project. The eclectic cast of the artists, they represent all ages from all over the world. Now, during their stay in Saratoga, the artists worked on new material and shaped it for the audiences. Now, we spoke to Ari about how their stay in Saratoga has affected their overall work and their performance.
Over this course of the last month, we've developed 26 new shows here in Saratoga. And now we're ready to pack it up and get ready for a few events that we'll do here in Saratoga through the year, but really start planning for next year.
Well, in other news, the Warren County Tourism Department has a new leader. Joanne Connolly has been named the new director for the department. Now, her role as a leader was defined well before she was officially named that director. Last June, a vacancy was created when the former director, Kate Johnson, retired. Now, ever since then, Joanne has taken over the reins. Well, so far this summer, tourism in Warren County has been on the upswing, with successful events such as Americade and the Adirondack Food and Wine Festival. Congratulations, Joanne. From other news, weather temperatures were in the mid-70s today, with a possibility of a lot of thunderstorms later on today and tonight. So let's see how the weekend is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. Back to the news. Well, the 4th of July weekend is at our doorstep, and there's plenty going on in the upstate region. Now, one of the big events will be the Glens Falls Symphony performance at Crandall Park. Now, it'll be the 16th annual Summer Pops concert. Now, for information, it starts at 7:30 on Sunday. That's July 3rd. Now, most fireworks shows will take place on Saturday and Monday, so it's a great night to see this concert. Well, today's Friday. That means it's time for our weekly look at the movies with Jackson Murphy. He's going to give us an update on movies at home and in the theater. Take it away, Jackson.
Hi everybody, I'm Jackson Murphy. Here's your Look TV, look at movies. The great Steven Spielberg directs the film adaptation of the beloved children's book, The BFG. The movie stars Mark Rylance as the big friendly giant and young Ruby Barnhill as the 10-year-old he befriends. The BFG is rated PG. I guess we were due for another Tarzan movie. The Legend of Tarzan features Alexander Skarsgård as the Lord of the Apes. This time he returns to the jungle after being married to Jane for 10 years and gets involved in some new monkey business. The Legend of Tarzan is rated PG-13. The Purge election year is the third installment in this thriller series. This time a presidential candidate must fight to survive the annual night of legalized murder. The Purge election year is rated R. New at-home options include Kung Fu Panda 3. Po meets his father and must fight a supernatural villain. The interesting drone-based action thriller Eye in the Sky with Helen Mirren and the late Alan Rickman. And Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice is out on digital HD 3 weeks before its Blu-ray release. Enjoy the movies, and I'll see you back here next week. I'm Jackson Murphy.
Thank you, Jackson. Boy, a lot of good movies. I saw that Eye in the Sky. That thing is some thriller. Now, a reminder, you can catch a look at the movies every Friday right here on Look TV. Well, up next, I sit down with Justin Fisher and Tim Keir. Now, they're two youth pastors, and they're here to talk about the upcoming drive to distribute school supplies for children in need. Plus, I also sit down with Heather Varney. She's a development and foundation director for Saratoga Bridges. She's here to talk about the White Party event in Saratoga. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number, 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. I got some lookouts tonight before the big holiday weekend. Well, first and foremost, I want to thank our team. That's Andrew and Drew and Jack and Joel, Jesselyn and Antoinette. They make this program and Look Media possible every single week. Also, all you fish fans, Andrew is one of them, right, Andrew? Okay, you heard that. Please be careful. Those concerts are always fantastic, and it takes over downtown Saratoga and SPAC, but please be careful. We want you to have a safe weekend, and also remember why we celebrate this weekend. Everybody gets involved with barbecues and picnics and all this other stuff, but we're here to celebrate our freedom and the people that make that possible, so please remember that. We're off on Monday, like most media organizations, so we're going to catch up to you again on Tuesday night. Oh, I've got one more. The youth pastors that I interviewed, Justin and Tim, the website is convergeyouth.net. Convergeyouth.net. And the reason I'm telling you that is that they need volunteers for this event that they're doing in August at Crandall Park, and they also need donations. It's a very worthwhile program, this backpack program. Think about it. So you can reach them at convergeyouth.net. All right, everybody, have a safe weekend, and we'll catch you again next Tuesday. Good night.